crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
We're at roadtoruta.com. Big week for Road to Ruta. Lots of stuff I put up. Number one, I put up the silver interview I did with Chris Marcus. His book has come out. It's an audio book. Amazing stuff. You can go to roadtoruta.com, scroll down right here. The Big Silver Short. Everybody needs to understand this book. I don't care if you own silver or not. You need to understand that if you invest in anything, take a hint from silver. Think about manipulation. Think about how much computer manipulation is out there. But check it out. I have posted chapter 5. This is the interview with me. But also on this is Bart Chilton when he talks about the JP Morgan takeover of Bear Stearns. Now, JP Morgan was illegally short silver for a long time. Unfortunately, Bart is no longer with us. It's got Ted Butler in there, Bill Murphy. Amazing audiobook. So you can get it at Arcadia Economics or Road to Ruta, and then click on Arcadia Economics. And don't forget to subscribe for the free updates on the left. I think there's going to be a big shift in YouTube. As in YouTube might not even be around through this year. And on that point, if you go to roadtoruta.com and you're a private road member, go to the member section, and I have posted the official Ruta's 2020 woo-woo timeline. It was going to be a regular timeline. I'm going through this stuff. The problem with anybody predicting the future here is this future has never, ever been encountered before. We've had bailouts. We've had crashes. We've had all. This is completely different than anything that has been experienced on planet Earth. The transition we're going through has never, ever been experienced. So it was difficult to do the timeline, but I got through it, and it's about the rest of the year. Today's as good as it's going to get, except there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So I talk about silver, I talk about cryptos, I talk about the new financial system, how I think that'll work out, the crashing of the old system month by month. Go to roadtoruta.com if you're a private road member. It's right there in the private road section, Ruta's 2020 woo-woo. If you're not a private road member, join the private road. You're going to get a really cool cryptocurrency called Theta. Theta is going to be a monster. Think about how life changed in the last couple months. Everybody's staying home and streaming videos. How much money goes into the movie industry, the online streaming industry, the internet? All this money is going to be going to something else, I believe. No longer will there be centralized servers pumping out all this bandwidth. It's going to be localized, which Theta is all about that. Theta. And I'm giving away Theta for all private road members. I'm giving away 100 Theta and 100 Theta fuel with every subscription or renewal. And the coolest silver coin ever. This subscription pays for itself in the long run, I believe. If it ain't Theta, it's the silver. It ain't silver, it's the Theta. But I think both of them will be booming by the end of this year. So actually, give it a couple more months. Theta has actually doubled already in the past 2 weeks. It's back. It should have never been down at 7 cents. It's backed up to 13 cents and moving. Once the world finds out what Theta does and how important it is to have decentralized broadband, and once Samsung announces, hey, we're going to adopt a cryptocurrency blockchain, they were a big early investor in Theta. And I think they're going to say, we're going to use the Theta blockchain for all our products. That's just my take. That is not official. Samsung is still in there. Theta is still working hard, doing amazing things. And it's still underappreciated and literally forgotten by most of the cryptocurrency. This is the future. So check that out. Also, the silver manipulation is so obvious to everybody in the world, and everybody is either out or running out of silver. At this point, if you buy silver, Buy whatever they can ship right away. Try to stay local. If your local coin shop is even open, a lot of them aren't open right now. If you can get your hands on physical now, in a month, you're going to be saying, oh my God, thank God I got silver. Yes, it'll be highly volatile. The COMEX just got $7 billion line of credit for the sole purpose of participants defaulting. $7 billion line of credit. It is happening. Remember, there are RICO charges against the JP Morgan traders. JP Morgan was the key to manipulation. And when they're gone, no one's going to take that spot. BlackRock's going to try, but they're not. They're not going to be able to do it because of all the other things that are going on. They're a big derivative player as well, and the derivative market is dust. I go through this in the timeline. Go check out the timeline. Join the private road. Now let's talk about silver. It's pretty much acknowledged now by anybody who's studied silver at all that silver is the lowest point in relation to gold in history at 110 to 1. Yes, it spiked to 120 to 1. It's 110 to 1. That is insane. That is beyond insane. It is more proof of manipulation, as if we needed more proof. And what do you want to do? You want to buy massively undervalued assets. If you're going to buy gold, buy silver first, and then you can buy 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 10 times as much gold when the manipulation ends. If you have gold now, if you can find someone who has silver, swap it for silver. Silver is purposefully manipulated to control the economic system, and it is the number one Achilles heel of the banksters. So anybody who has studied silver at all should be piling into silver. Physical silver in your own possession. No SLV, that will go bust. No pooled accounts like the Kitco fraud. No pooled accounts. They don't have the silver to back up their pool. So if you're a smart investor, you're buying silver. Who's one of the smartest investors in the world? Warren Buffett. Berkshire Hathaway reports a record $50 billion loss in the first quarter, but has a pile of cash at $137 billion. Does Warren Buffett know about silver? Absolutely. Warren Buffett bought more than the Hunt brothers in the late 90s of physical silver. Let me say that again. Warren Buffett bought more physical silver than the Hunt brothers in the late 1990s. And then he was taken out of his possession by the bad guys. They were going to throw him in jail. He gave up his silver because of General Re, a reinsurance company he bought that did. Now Warren Buffett's sitting there with $137 billion. And his money, the money from his company, is going out the door. $50 billion loss. If you're the smartest investor in the world, you know all about silver, and you're losing money on all your other investments, what would you do? And silver is the most undervalued asset in the history of the world. You wouldn't tell anybody, but if you're serious about saving your ass, you would buy as much silver as you get your hands on with $137 billion. This is not investment advice, Warren Buffett, but it is a no-brainer to save your company, and your job as the chairman of Berkshire Hathaway is to look out for the interests of your shareholders. If you bought $137 billion worth of physical silver and took possession of it, your shareholders would be treated very kindly. Do I think it'll happen? It might. It might. It'll be stealth. He'll go long in the futures first, and then he'll start taking delivery. Wouldn't that be amazing? And then the word gets out. I remember working at a company called GATX. I worked at GATX Capital, one of the oldest rail car leasing companies in the United States, over 100 years old. Warren Buffett was investing in our company. As soon as word got out that Warren Buffett invested in our company, it was a big company already, it jumped through the roof, the stock price. jumping to about 50% the moment it was announced that Warren Buffett started to. Imagine if it's announced that Warren Buffett has started to invest some of his $137 billion into physical silver. That's the kind of thing he could do for his shareholders to make up for the $50 billion loss. The spike in silver would be astronomical. It would destroy major banks and destroy the system. Would Buffett do that? Would he do it on the sly? Would he do it to save America? I think he would. Definitely America needs saving from people like the Kate Brown, the governor of Oregon, has extended the lockdown until July 6th. 60 days till 2 days after the 4th of July, meaning nobody can celebrate the birth of our nation. I think she did it on purpose. I think she's deep state all the way. This is a sign to everybody in Oregon to get out and protest. These governors have no constitutional right to tell us to do what to do with our lives. You need to overthrow your governor in the state of Oregon. That's pathetic, it's ridiculous, and it's meant to send a signal to you that the deep state controls your life. The bad guys control your life. Telling you that you can't even go out on the 4th of July and celebrate the birth of our country, but 2 days later you can. She needs to be overthrown. She needs to be taken out of office. Luckily, they're starting to protest. We need everybody to protest. There is no constitutional right for the governor of a state force us to lock us down, force us to stay home. This is the thing we need to fight against. And this announcement is in your face. I don't give a shit about our country. If you're in Oregon, storm the Capitol. It is time to end this bullshit. She couldn't do it July 3rd. Then we can celebrate our country. We can celebrate being out and being free. She did it 2 days after Independence Day. That's what we're fighting. That's the criminality. That is a message to everybody. It pisses me off. Anyway, that's your Horn Disease. Don't forget, subscribe today. Renew your membership. You're going to get Theta tokens. You're going to get silver. And you're going to get the timeline article. Go to roadtoruta.com. Hit subscribe today. And that's how you do it. Look, that gets mailed to your front door. If you're not into cryptos at all, it's another lottery ticket to stick in your safe. 100 Theta. Michelle Whitedove has Theta going over $1,000 per token in the future. That's $100,000. That'd be crazy. But hey, she's the best psychic in America. Has won the contest, the TV contest. And I've talked to her a couple times. She's amazing. Michelle Whitedove is amazing. Follow her work. This is Bix. I'm on the road again.